All right, I'm going to wrap this up with a couple more claim situations that we've incurred because it's not only the restaurant industry, it is any industry. And we've had situations where even office exposures. Now, granted, you don't have production machinery. You do have computers, you have electronic data processing equipment. And we had one customer where they own the building. And so when you own the building, you have all your HVAC equipment. So the air conditioner on the roof got hit by lightning. Well, okay, you got hit by lightning. It's going to cover damage to that HVAC unit, but the resulting power surge that blew through the building, it blew through and it got through the electrical panel, but it burned out. And before it burned out, it did burn out the electrical panel eventually, but it got to the computer equipment, electronic data processing equipment, and the printer. So a bunch of equipment within that building short circuited, burned up, seized up, covered claim. That was a situation where the property policy paid for the damage to the air conditioning unit. It was $20,000, whatever it was, to the air conditioning unit, and then the resulting damage to all the computers. That was all covered. Other situations we've had where we had a manufacturing facility where a power surge came through and it blew out the main panels on each of the processing equipment. So you have that main panel where you program it, blew all those out on 4 different machines. So those panels were running about 10 grand a piece. Blew all those out. Those were all replaced on this because they had an equipment breakdown policy. That one was covered. We've also had one where a church, where it came through, they had an electrical surge. Something happened with the lines. I don't know, they don't really know exactly where it came from, but this power surge came through, blew out the sound system. It blew out all the lighting. It blew out some of the electrical, the computer equipment, resulting claim. That's a $10,000 claim. Not huge, but it was something that would not have been covered under property policy. But like I said, because they had the equipment breakdown policy, it was covered. So look at your policies. It's my suggestion now. Tip of the day, look at your insurance policy. Look for equipment breakdown coverage on your policy. Sometimes they call it boiler and machinery policy coverage, but in general, it's equipment breakdown coverage. Check your policy. Whether you have a small package business policy, you have a large corporate policy, make sure you have this coverage. Very important. Look at the options, your deductible options, your coverage options, and just make sure that you are protected. And the bottom line, most important, is protected.